this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Shane McClanahan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
The left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Up and in, and we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Just missed.
2-0.
Way high. That catches the corner. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Alex Bregman.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Gets the call, and it's 0-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that is downstairs. And it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
DeLuca makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. Man aboard, and here is Devers.
Come on, Sugar Shane.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Snap throw to first. Duran dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
Wow, that can be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Caminero makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for Boston. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay, getting the nod on the mound, Garrett Crochet. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all of those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Yandy Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's Brandon Lau. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Two out, space is empty. Popped up. Bregman is under it. Nothing doing for Tampa. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. McClanahan back to work. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Full count now.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. There's a strike. No score here in the second. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter,
Masataka Yoshida will hit next. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Yoshida batting sixth in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Man at first, one away. That's in there. 0-2 now.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps him to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Not close with that one. 1-2 the count. Now snap throw to first.
He's safe.
Story at first, one gone. And that's down and away. In the dirt. The throw is wild and it gets away. Story around second. Not in time. He's safe.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Willier Abreu.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Abreu, the next to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Swinging a foul out of play. Foul ball still 0-2. Ball one there. And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strikeout of the game.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Line drive. Abreu makes the grab, one down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Off the mark there. The count now 2-2. Just off the inside edge. 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Christopher Morel stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Singy did a good job showing off his arm for the out on what was a close play. It's a good thing, too, because he didn't have a lot of time there.
No, he didn't, Boog. How about that arm, man? StatCast saying he whipped it over there at 86 miles per hour, and, you know, that's nothing to scoff at when you're not throwing off the mound.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And he swings through that one.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. Now, Connor Wong. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
No ball, 1 strike.
And the 0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
That one hammered left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 3.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Just missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Foul ball there.
Ball 2.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
On the ground. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering is downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. Late swing, foul to the left. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Palacios leads off second with nobody out. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
0-2.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That one misses. It's 2-2. And there's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Back to the top of the lineup, Yandy Diaz now. Caught looking his first time up. There's a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Oh, he can't hang on. Still able to fire over to Story for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Lau at the plate, struck out swinging his first time.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That one to first. Sneaks through, base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Low in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. Tap foul at the plate.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched him.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's one away.
Now
Devers now. He's 0 for 1.
Devers.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
No, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And that one is lifted in the air. Caballero settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Back now in Tampa Bay, John Giambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Danny Jansen.
focused, I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose my
And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one moves his feet.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Christopher Morel grounded out his first time up. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. And ball 1. Jansen on at first, nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. And that just misses. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Nobody out, runner at first.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Jose Caballero next to him for the Rays. Went down on strikes his first time through. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Line drive, base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
First and second, 1 out. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball is outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Josh Winkowski up and throwing. Bernardino warming up as well. Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So 2 down now, and here is Johnny DeLuca. Walked his first time. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close. And that's ball 2. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So the Rays strand a pair, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Trevor Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. McClanahan back to work. That missed inside, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And strike 2.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Caught him looking for the K.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. That one almost got him.
1 ball, no strikes.
The Red Sox trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Close, but called a ball. 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Up the middle, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Connor Wong.
Connor Wong now at the plate. cut on and lifted in the air. DeLuca sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the third out. And the Red Sox leave one. They trail here 1-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Boston.
now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Josh Winkowski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the
Leading
order
up
now.
for the Rays,
Digging in,
the
Yandy
first baseman,
Diaz.
Yandy
0 for 2 in this one.
Diaz.
And that's
Ball.
downstairs. 1-0.
1-0.
Winkowski in his third season. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slider, a changeup,
2-0.
and he works in a four-seamer.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting
The batter,
practice
number
today.
8.
So impressed with
Second
his
baseman,
ability to let the ball
Ranger.
travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And now, Brandon Lau. And that is out of play.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering.
Bregman over to Story for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Now batting, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That one fouled off. Lau leads off first with one away. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. No advance, though. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Story for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 5. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started, and stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fastball for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Zips it across, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Caballero fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there, and the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time, and Any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. The 1-2. Bregman takes downstairs. Remember Mark Kotsay? He was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Stays alive. 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Outside low. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
I don't know how this at bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
On a line out towards center. DeLuca makes the play, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Rays 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Ball one there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Swinging a grounder foul first base side. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is inside, and the count's full. And they'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Morel in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 on, 1 out. And now the shortstop, Jose Caballero. 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss there.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. That clips the corner. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now at the plate, Johnny DeLuca. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Going back. And it's gone. A 3-run homer. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here. You've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Josh Winkowski done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. A new pitcher in the game, Richard Fitz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So the batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Hit in the air, left field. Durant makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Rasmussen.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Number
with, so
57.
he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Action in the pen down there. Manuel Rodriguez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Uceta getting cranked up as well. Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And Raffy falls victim to the K.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now batting Tristan Casas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. Here's Story now.
Batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Let's go, Rays. Come on, Rays. You can do it, Rays. Woo, come on.
Right through there for a strike. And it's even up.
1 ball.
2 down,
1
nobody
strike.
on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
So a man at first, and now the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Two outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. set for the last
Leading
half of
up
the
for
seventh.
the Rays,
Now it's the second baseman,
second baseman,
Brandon Lau.
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
In the air, left field. Duran sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The third baseman, number 13.
So
Junior
next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
0 for 3 in this one.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
No balls. 2 strikes.
To third. Sends it to first. 2 away now.
Up next for the Rays, the right fielder, Josh Lowe.
And now it's going to be Josh Lowe.
There's something lighting up here between us you can't miss. We got a little conversation going. We got.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
That's hard hit on the line. Abreu makes the grab, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Manuel
the Rays,
Rodriguez will
number
take over
39.
here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like
Leading
this
off
as
the
well.
Red Sox, the right
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Abreu.
Rodriguez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. And that one is in for a strike. On the ground, out to short. Over to Diaz.
He's out.
And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Jansen fields, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Rafaela at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Here we go, Rays. Here we go.
2 down, nobody on. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Two and one now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is fouled back. That one lifted to left. Palacios has a beat on it. Corrals it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rays 5 and the Red Sox nothing. And we're back.
And
bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. Fitz back to work. And that's outside. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. On its way to the corner, and a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and the count now even up. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was some fun at bat to watch.
Christopher Morel next to hit for the Rays. Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rafaela snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Caballero. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the sweeper misses. And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that
Now
3-2
batting,
count kind of
the left
tells you
fielder,
that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And it's through for a hit.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. He's already homered in this game.
And that drops in for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
Two pretty nasty
ball, 2
sliders
strikes.
to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And he chases that one. And that will end the inning. So the Rays strand a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran.